Welcome to 3 one-act plays, a COVID reading by the Roosevelt Players. Hello, my name is Ron Coster, and I'd like to welcome you to a night of plays written by and about immigrants. In 1999, the Playwrights Theater of New Jersey, which is located in Madison, commissioned a culturally diverse group of writers to write immigrant stories in the form of one-act plays. The theater collected the plays, there were 9 of them in all, into a thin paperback called Rowing to America, The Immigrant Project. These one-acts, which are as diverse as the playwrights and the countries and cultures from which they came, have been staged in several venues around the country for the last 20 years. Tonight we will read 3 of them.
A strong man from the carnival was in my dreams last night. He had an acorn for a head and he rode upon a bike. He said, now listen to me in your dreams. It's not just ballyhoo. Remember everything I say. I've seen the future you.
Our first play tonight is called Dead Bolivians on a Raft, written by Guillermo Reyes, a prolific playwright who teaches film and theater at Arizona State University. Dead Bolivians opens in Watts, Los Angeles, with a couple from El Salvador learning that their 16-year-old son has written a play about immigrants. When the parents, Rigoberta and Manuel, also learn that their son Gulliver's play is not a conventional passion play, and not a conventional play at all, but in his words, an abstract, surrealist piece in a post-expressionist mode about illegal aliens, including his parents, names and all, pandemonium breaks out. And the parents and son banter over the contents of the play, and in particular, how they, the illegal parents, will be portrayed in their legal son's play. Whose version of the play, we wonder, will survive the cutting room, the parents or the sons? So without further ado, I would like to present our first one-act, a raucous comedic farce that asks more questions than it answers, Dead Bolivians on a Raft, by Guillermo Reyes.
Dead Bolivians on a Raft by Guillermo Reyes. Characters: Gulliver, 16, young budding playwright; Manuel, 35, his father, Salvadorian immigrant; Rigoberta, 30s, his mother. Setting: Watts, South Central neighborhood of Los Angeles. At Rise, early Saturday afternoon. Gulliver with his mother, Rigoberta.
He just wasn't talking to me, Ma.
What did you do?
Nothing.
Ya pues, dime.
I'm writing a play.
Oh, like a passion play.
Well, it is for the church, but
So it's a religious play? Que bien.
not really. You see, my creative writing teacher told Father Guido that I'm just about the best student in...
Oye, be more humble. La humildad, mijo. Humbleness goes a long way.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I meant the teacher told the priest that I might be able, in a very modest fashion, to entertain the humble masses in our spring festival because I'm so extremely talented in a very modest way. And then I think Dad found out.
But Papi would be so proud of you, mijo. La comunidad needs more boys like you doing such nice, useless things like plays.
Sure thing, Ma. But you see, I think Dad found out it's an immigrant play.
What's wrong with that?
Well, you don't understand. It's an illegal alien play.
Well, as long as you don't mention any names.
I do mention names. I mention everybody. I mention all of you.
Oh, no.
Okay, Io. We need to talk. De hombre a hombre, cara a cara.
I'll change the names. This was just the first draft. I'll be sure to make all of them citizens by the end of page 10. What? How did you get a copy of that script?
At the church.
They're passing them out?
Oh, we're going to be in trouble. Oh, sure. Since you're the citizen, you don't care if the rest of us.
No calmete, vieja, no calmete. Nobody's going to get in trouble. They were having auditions at the church. They wanted community actors. And I just wanted to know how come he, my own son, didn't tell me about it.
You?
Sí, pues, you.
Dad, you're not.
Oh, look, it says right here. Manuel is a Salvadorian father who escaped the war and now is settled in Watts. That sounds like me. I should be able to play him.
Dad, I want a real actor.
You can't turn down your own father. He'll work for cheap.
I want to maintain some professional standards.
I did Streetcar Llamado Deseo in San Salvador Community Theater. Remember, Vieja? You were Blanca de Bois.
Shut up. That was my wild period. We don't need to remind anyone.
I threw you across the room and made passionate love to you. Stanley and Blanche run away together and join the Salvadorian rebels. A little reinterpretation there, Mio.
At the end, I got to say, siempre ha dependido de la kindness of strangers.
In Spanglish.
Oh, you know what I mean.
Oh, this brings back such good memories.
Yes, but that's in the past, okay? But just wondering, is there a part for the mother in this immigrant play?
I'm sorry. She's dead.
Dead?
Vieja, you're a ghost in this one.
Un fantasma? I don't approve of this.
It was supposed to be a surprise. Now you're ruining the end.
Is she a sexy ghost? Can I wear my party dress?
Please stop it. I can't have you play in my play, The Immigrant Sonata. You're just too close to it.
Are you telling us we can't try out for your own play?
I bet he's gonna cast some gringos in it, just like House of the Spirits.
Maybe I will.
Oh, if we try out and we get the part fair and square, ¿por qué no?
That's right. Don't tell us we no good enough for you.
I didn't say that. Look, okay. But only if you try out like everybody else and let the director, Father Guido, make the final decision.
Then you help us prepare for the audition.
I can't do that.
Why not? Se puede saber.
That would be giving you an unfair advantage.
I washed cloth diapers for you.
And I climbed mountains and deserts for you.
I don't care if you went through the Civil War for me, which you did, of course, but this is a principle.
Never mind you. You explain it to me, mi amor.
They're on a boat, you see?
Oh, how nice. A vacation.
No, they're Cubans.
Ay, the Cuban accent? It's so hard.
No, All you do is cut out the S's, like oiga, cuando, eco, vamos, allego, a lo, etao, unido.
Mira, a la ta Miami? Like that?
Oh, very good, mi amor.
Stop it! You're making fun of it all. This is a serious tragedy. You don't understand. They're all Cubans on a raft, and they're about to discover that they're all dead.
Santa Maria! Why?
Manuel is alive.
You don't know you're dead yet. Look, this is an abstract play. It's a surrealistic piece in a post-expressionist mode, and it's obvious that you don't understand my concept, so you shouldn't be trying out for the play.
And if they're dead, they can't be illegal.
I won't do it without changes.
I don't want you to change a word without my permission.
Wait. Why can't they be Bolivians?
Bolivians? They're landlocked. You can't be on a raft going to the United States all the way from Bolivia if you don't have an ocean.
You listen to your mother. It's a statement. Dead Bolivians on a raft going to America.
I won't change a thing.
Come here, Gulliver. Do you know how you got your name?
You read Gulliver's Travels 100 times in the Disney edition. It was your favorite book when you were little.
And what else?
It inspired you to go off and see the world. You were going to study geography and maybe read all of Jonathan Swift in its original English. But then here you are, never finished your studies, never done much of anything but loading and unloading for Don Tito Rasquatchi Market all day long. But that's fine. You pay the rent, and your son gets to be the great scholar. Is that how it goes?
Yes. But now one day, today, the opportunity come along, the Watts Spring Festival. And I could end up starring in my own son's play about immigrants. So you really want to take away this chance from your own father?
And from your own mother, who's had to cross borders just for you?
And of course, at the end of this new version, the family get their papers all straightened out.
And instead of being dead, could they put a down payment on a mortgage?
No, they can't.
Son, your play must answer the one question every immigrant want to know.
What?
How long will it take to become Republicans?
Republicans?
Yeah. We can't be liberals forever.
Will you or will you not make the changes necessary for your father and your mother to get the part just like that? Maybe make that English a little easier, for instance.
And throw in a little more Spanish, too.
Well, if it means so much to you, it was a simple little play, and now it's a statement.
See or no?
Yes, you convinced me. I'll never write anything that could possibly stand in your way of becoming members of the establishment ever again.
Muy bien.
Oh, we are proud of you, mijo. And, oye, make the mother a petite. I'm sick of all these humble Virgin Mary types. I want to see sexy Latina mothers on stage.
I'll do my best. Compromises.
And now mi amor, a ensayar.
We rehearse all night long. At last, we'll get to see something about us on stage the way we want it.
Oh, the papers get fixed.
They become legal residents.
They become citizens.
They own a house.
They vote for tax cuts.
They get to look down on new immigrants.
They become Americans.
They hug in a strange sort of happy ending. The end.
Yo, 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 yo. Stay afloat, jumping rope, doing what I gotta do to not be broke. Hope is holy, but you know it won't get you so far.
Despite its other shortcomings, the United States has often been a refuge for people trying to escape religious, economic, and political oppression. We've all read and heard stories about the extreme hardships many immigrants, in some cases including our own relatives, have endured to get to America. In our second play, a naive young Colombian drug runner, a small player in the drug trafficking business known as a mule, dies in JFK Airport before it even passes through security. Now suspend your disbelief for a moment, because what follows is a conversation in a detaining room between the dead drug runner after he crawls out of his body bag and a third-generation Haitian night guard, in which both of them talk passionately about their American dream. Ironies and surprises and more surprises abound in our second play, A Mule in JFK, by Keith Glover.
A Mule in JFK by Keith Glover. Characters: guard, African American. Raymond, Latino. Setting: the JFK Airport detaining room. At Rise, late night, a guard holds court behind a solitary desk. After a moment of boredom, he rises and goes to check the door. The coast is clear. He locks the door. He returns to his throne behind the desk and takes out a bag of reefer and fires up a joint. He inhales, enjoying his late night respite. He looks through the cloud of smoke at the only other thing in the room, a gurney. Resting on top of the gurney is a large black body bag. The guard takes another drag. He scored some really good stuff. He starts to flip through a New York Post newspaper, which screams a heavily political headline as he continues to enjoy his weed. The body bag begins to unzip from the inside. From within comes Raymond Estrella, recently deceased.
Damn. It's cold in there. Mind if I come out for a while?
You're in my fantasy. Go ahead, it's a free country.
Thank you. You are very kind.
My pleasure, but look, first time of trouble and you're back inside.
I got you. I made a lot of trouble, yes?
Not anymore.
Okay. You are very kind. You tell the truth. I like that. Make a mistake and you really pay the price, yes?
You know that better than I do.
That's true. I should have come by boat. To hell with those airplanes and airports. My English is okay, yes?
I've heard worse.
I practiced. I practiced a lot. At night, at day, I practice. I know that when you come to this country, you must speak the language. If you don't speak the language, you are in trouble. My brothers told me that. So I took the hint. And I learned.
Yeah, you learned that. But you didn't learn what you should have learned.
Your English is good also.
Should be.
Why? You took classes?
No, but I got an advantage.
What? Tell me.
I was born here.
Lucky break. Where?
Bed-Stuy.
That is far, no?
No, just Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. I have heard of it.
Yeah, but sometimes being from Brooklyn, you feel like the land across the bridge is a shit-kicking world away anyway.
I don't understand.
I didn't expect you to, but look, I was born here, raised here, but man, a lot of times I don't feel like it's my home. It should be, but I just wish I could leave. Yeah, man, pack up and leave. The hell with this country.
Not a nice thing to say about your home.
Tough titty, but that's how I feel.
I always knew I would love it here, no matter how hard it is.
That's because you're a fool.
I am not a fool.
Huh? Then what are you doing in that bag?
A mistake in judgment.
Yeah, well, so you say now. Listen to me, boss. I see what you don't see, and I see it 2020. You bought into that American dream fallacy. But that's okay. That's okay. We all do. That's why we get here. My grandfather, he bought it, came over from Haiti, proud as hell. And he caught hell from the moment he set foot on these damn shores till the day he died, trying to prove to this country he was a man and kept being mistaken as a Negro. Last words on his lips, my grandfather, was, America is only good to make money. You can't live here like a man. The hell with it. Yep, those were his last words.
That is not true for everyone.
If you had made it here, hung around for a while, believe me, we'd have seen eye to eye.
No. This is the greatest country in the world. My brothers came here first, and they told me to come quick. They told me of all the things you have here if you work hard. They told me here a man could become rich in days. And so I came.
So you got family here?
2 brothers.
And what they doing? They making big money? If they are, they must be pushing.
Nah, they both work in restaurants as busboys. They are not for taking risks.
Oh, that's your department, huh?
I wanted money fast. America, you need money to enjoy it.
Oh, so you wanted to get rich in a day.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. See, you knew it was bullshit. You wanted to make some real money fast. Bussing tables wasn't going to make it. So you got into the mule program. I seen it before. I know it. I only wish I could have told you, boss, that you were making a big mistake.
A mistake for me, but still my family will be taken care of. It was worth it.
Oh, you think so?
Yes. The people I work for will take care of me. They promised.
Damn, man. You really are a believer in fairy tales, even after what you've done.
No, the people I work for will understand.
Yeah, I wouldn't count on that, man. They would probably be so pissed they might wipe out your whole family over what you've done. A mule that doesn't do his part, a mule that doesn't deliver is bad news and embarrassment.
I did my part. Just seeing all those dogs and all those men with badges made me nervous. It made my stomach turn.
Yeah, made the stomach start flipping, made the acids boil in your scared little stomach, breaking those bags, releasing that shit.
Yes.
And now you are where you are.
Yes.
A tough break. But like I said, you should have known better, boss.
Listen, I always had a bad day. I don't need you to make me feel worse.
Can't get no worse than how you must be feeling.
You think you're better than me.
No. Just smarter. I'm not spending the night at the Body Bag Hotel. You are. And now you just want sympathy. And you ain't going to get it.
I don't want it.
Oh, yes, you do. And you might even deserve a little bit. But I ain't going to give it to you. Nah, the hell with it. Listen. I'm tired of explaining things to people when it don't make no difference in the axis of the axis. So get back in that bag.
I will. Just give me a moment.
It's starting to hit you, right?
Yes.
That your life is all over.
Yes. I have made a mistake.
Yep. Believed all the promises of America and let it put your life on the line. Wasn't worth it, was it?
It would have been worth it if I had won.
Oh, I bet.
I would have lived in style. I would have been somebody.
You are somebody. You're a statistic, a stick figure on the graph of American nightmares. The proud dead owner of a busted gut full of heroin, who probably leaves a mother and wife back home with nothing but tears, heartbroken, standing in mud from an outhouse toilet with your promises of a better life. When you got back, still ringing in their ears. But they won't forget you. They will place your picture back home against the wall in the middle of candles and flowers, and people will pass your portrait with sorrow in their eyes. Folks will speak your name for years with a warning to others that will fall on deaf ears. because somebody with a head full of dreams about America will be talked into doing the same damn thing that you did. They will take their shot at being a mule for rich folks who send you jackasses up here like the fools that you are, while they live back home in your country like kings. They know where their paradise resides. It's in the country you can't wait to leave because you bought into the lies that it is so much better here. Listen to me, dead man. The folks who got you into this mess, they don't believe in the American dream. They know it's a con. That's why they stay at home. The dream you dreaming is for suckers.
You think you know it all.
No. I don't know anything, boss. But with guys like you passing through, I'm learning all the time.
I almost made it work. If I had walked a little cooler, I'd have been with a big car, a home, and money filling all of my pockets.
Man, get back in that bag. You are spoiling my high. Look at me. I ain't got no high school diploma. I was born here. I got a GED. Why do you think you gonna get here and jump in line in front of me to a better life? If there was a way to make it, I'd have found it already. I'm living and working for $6 an hour here, bored to tears every day. I can't wait until everybody leaves this tomb so I can get high and fantasize about a life outside of the one I'm trapped in. And let me tell you, son, America is nowhere in it. America does not exist except in the mind. And those with the ability to make it real are not interested in making it so.
Can I have a drag?
Sure, it's America. At least I can be polite. You ain't heard a word I said, have you, boss?
I have heard you.
Well, would you do it again?
To live America? To live for my dreams? Ah, yes. We must have dreams. Even if we do not make them, we have to try.
Our third play is The Apron by Meg Griffith. The year is 1870 and the setting is a small coastal village in Western Ireland. The central character is a woman in her early 20s by the name of Mare McMahon. Despite her strong feelings for her older sister Peg, Mare is determined to trade the heavy cultural baggage, which includes constantly wearing an apron, of a young woman in Ireland for a life of greater freedom and opportunity in America. A life which she's imagined from letters she's received from a friend who already lives in New York State. But we wonder, are her friend's letters realistic or are they overly idealized? Will Mare's dreams of America be fulfilled or will she become another disenchanted Patty Feeney, And what will become of Sister Peg? Our third and final one-act play of the evening, a play that cries out for a sequel, The Apron by Meg Griffith.
The Apron by Meg Griffith. Characters: Mayor McMahon, early 20s. Peg McMahon, late 20s. Setting: the western shore of County Clare, Ireland. The year is 1870. At rise, Mayor wears an apron and a heavy shawl and sits on a huge rock facing the audience as she looks out to the Atlantic. Smooth stones litter the ground around her feet. Peg, her shawl pulled about her, enters, sees Mayor, and approaches.
So here you are, Mayor.
Peg, go back to bed.
When I woke up to put turf on the fire, you weren't in your bed. I knew you'd be down here by the water. It's where you always come. You don't have to go, Mayor. I know we all gave you a big party of farewell, but all you have to do is say you want to stay.
Stay?
Say you've changed your mind.
Stay?
The same people said farewell just a few hours ago will be lining up to welcome you back.
They love a good party, don't you know?
They will.
Go back to bed, Peg.
You won't listen, will you? All right, I've said all I will. Can I sit with you then?
If you won't say another word.
Peg sits beside her. She is silent a few moments, but then cannot contain herself.
Look, your feet are getting all wet and muddy. You'll take a chill down here.
I have my shawl. I'm warm enough. My shoes will dry by the fire. You're not my mother, you know.
Only your sister, your older sister. I have concerns, Mayor.
Nothing bad will happen. I keep telling you this.
Why are you so sure about things? You've never stepped outside this county in your life, and now you're taking to leave for good. But you're sure nothing bad will happen. How do you know?
I'm taking a boat trip in the morning. That's all I'm doing. Think of it like that.
But
There'll be plenty of others just like me. Plenty of others, plenty of them. And there'll be old ones and young ones. Oh, it'll be a great adventure. I've waited all my life for such a day. How could I be afraid?
But what about the letters? You've read them yourself.
People with a little imagination telling people with no imagination things they shouldn't be saying. I don't believe them, Peg. Those letters, carefully chosen for our eyes, are lies, all lies. They don't want us to know what it's really like to go away from this place. It's like they used to tell us about the fairies coming to snatch us away from our cradles. Why did they tell us those stories? To make us happy? To lull us to sleep? To keep us in our beds, that's why. To keep us from wandering about. They still don't want us wandering about now, do they? They don't want us to know what we might find out there in the world. Why, if we did know, the whole island would tip over. What with all the people rushing to the west to hop into their boats to come to America.
Mary, listen to you.
It would, I swear, right into the sea. Letters. They're trying to scare me away from going with them letters. They're trying to make me stay. I don't believe the word Peg. There's nothing here no more. And I'm not talking just about the land or the fact we can't feed ourselves no more. There's nothing here.
We're afraid we'll never see you again. You'll be like all the others stepping westward. They don't come back, you know. Only Patty Feeney come back.
And he not worth the missing.
There!
Patty Feeney. I won't be another Patty Feeney. I promise on my grandmother's bones. Did you hear him tonight? Drunk and wailing to the heavens he was. And everyone nodding and giving him blessings for coming back. Poor boy, they says. Just look what America done to you. When you left, you was of a solitary and delicate disposition. Now look at you. Ragged and torn you are. Ragged and torn. Aye, he says, the Yanks, they done it, and the bloody English. And he raised his glass of whiskey even higher. And everyone raised theirs too.
It was a party. They didn't mean harm.
He didn't stay but half a year, and he was back.
But the letters, they weren't from Patty Feeney.
I've got my own letters.
What do you mean? What letters? What letters are you talking about?
Mare pulls several letters from her apron pocket.
These letters, they're from Nellie.
Nellie?
Nellie, yes, Nellie.
I didn't know she could write. I didn't think she would write.
For a year and a half, I've been saving these. She has a position with the family in Whitehall, New York. They have 3 children and 2 fine houses. Nellie says it takes one person just to tend to the silver and china. She says she's never done so much polishing.
Her mother expects her back. She's always saying so.
Nellie won't be back.
How do you know?
She's arranged to have me come work with her.
Service? Oh no, Mare, not service. It may be good enough for Nellie, but not you. You're not so common as her.
Dear Mare, I dreamed last night I was in my father's house and there was a huge party about me. The whole town was there. It was so happy and gay with music and laughter. When I awoke, all I could think of was my family, my home.
There she wants to come back. She can't bear being away.
So I went to my window and looked out. What can I tell you? The trees and flowers greeted me like friends, and I no longer felt sad. The more I am here, the more home seems like a dream. Seems to me she's bearing it quite well, Peg. The family I am living with, soon your family, is a very nice one. They're not Catholic, but they are very kind. They have such refined manners. You should like them very much. Every Sunday, the other girl and me, we go to a splendid church, St. Stephen's. There they have 3 priests, 3, and incense and bells. Mass is very grand indeed. I'm so sorry about the penance Father Dugan gave to you. You must come at once, Mare. Here, trespasses are forgiven more easily. Love, Nellie. And there's more. The other girl and I bought new hats that are so very fine. We turn heads on our strolls. Everyone says so. She's happy, Peg. All her letters are like this. Every one.
She always was one for exaggerating.
People around here don't talk like Nellie. It's always the suffering, always the troubles. It never changes. Like these stones. They were here last year, and the year before that, and the year before that. Hundreds and hundreds of years these stones been here. And they don't change, Peg. They don't move. The water runs over them and out to sea, but they don't do anything. They sit They just sit.
But service, Mary, you can't.
Why can't I? Look at me. I've worn this apron all my life. I don't remember ever putting it on. It's just been a part of me, like my hand or my leg.
It's what we are, Mary.
It's what we've been. And what has it meant? What have we carried in these deep pockets? That we can cook and clean and serve our fathers and our older brothers till world without end, amen. That we can marry and serve our husbands? That we can starve like our mother and have too many children? No. I've carried these things and I won't carry them no more. There isn't a man in the county I'd have anyway. Either daft, drunk, or stupid they are. They're all stones. Just stones.
Is that what you see for us?
I carry letters now. They tell me I can wear a nice hat and take a stroll on a bright, sunny Sunday.
Is that what you see?
They tell me I can be changed, transformed. Nellie was just a simple village girl a few months ago. Now she's turning heads in Whitehall, New York.
And you believe she still is simple? Will you write to me then, Mare, the way Nellie wrote to you?
I'll send you bundles of letters. You'll have to sew more pockets into your apron.
Mare walks to the edge of the water and drops all the stones but one. Peg joins her.
Who will walk with me along the strand? Who will talk with me and share secrets? Stones. Yes, look at all the stones. This land is covered with them. Remember how we collected them when we were silly young girls. Just the two of us we were. So silly, weren't we? We'd collect them in our apron pockets. You'd save yours up. So many stones you had. You'd polish them and name them after all the girls at school you didn't like.
And boys.
And boys. Then you'd toss them into the water. You'd fling them as far as you could way out over the waves. There, you'd say, let that be the end to you.
Mare McKenna and her little toad of a brother Liam, I threw in many stones for them. Margaret Dunn, Jamie Donnelly.
You said you'd send them all to a watery grave. I thought for sure you'd be struck dead by lightning for talking so.
Boys and girls, aunts and uncles, priests and nuns. I had a lot more stones in my pocket than you knew.
Priests and nuns? Tell me you didn't throw priests and nuns into the ocean.
I took pleasure in it.
Oh no.
For every slap on the hand, every cuff to the ear, Father Dugan was always passing out the penances like they was candy at Christmas, don't you know? A little extra Our Father, just one more, or maybe another. That'll teach you, my girl. That'll hold you for another week. Hold out your hand, Mayor McMahon. Hold it up high. That's it. Now take what the good Lord wants you to have. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph know it'll hurt me more than it hurts you. Slap with the ruler. Slap. I saved up so many stones, Pig. I had to rid myself of them. No girl's pockets could be that deep. Here, throw one in.
He picks up a stone and hands it to Peg.
Priests and nuns! It would kill our mother and father if they knew.
Go ahead, toss it.
I can't.
You've got an arm, haven't you? Toss it.
Who is it?
Who is it?
Yes? Who is it?
Why, anyone. Anyone at all. Some poor soul makes life a misery.
I don't know. I can't. No, I can't.
He drops the stone. Mayor picks it up.
It's just a stone. It's useless. Peg, look at it. Useless. It'll weigh you down.
You throw it. I'll watch you.
All right. Who'll it be then?
Patty.
Eenie.
Ragged and torn he is.
Of a solitary and delicate disposition.
A shadow of his former self.
Poor boy.
Mayor throws the stone. They both watch its trajectory as it hits the water way out in the dark. Then Mayor picks up other stones and throws them wildly and excitedly till she is out of breath.
There. It's finished.
Finished.
All the stones I've been throwing these long years. Everyone. I was making a path across that water. I could see it stretched out before me, straight and shining. So beautiful. Like a vision it was, just beneath the waves. It'll hold me up, that path made of stones. I'll walk across it all the way to America, I will.
A path?
All the way to America. Tonight, when they was playing the pipes and singing so sad for me, all I could think was how I was going to walk. No, dance. On those stones. Those dead, lifeless, God-forsaken stones.
Will you send me letters?
You already asked me that.
Tell me again.
Until you believe what I say.
I'll carry them in my apron pocket.
And you'll read them over and over again.
It's such a long way.
Not very.
Mayor picks up a stone and hands it to Peg. Peg looks at the stone for a moment, then at Mayor. She steps forward with the stone in her hand as the lights dim the black. The end.